Hello YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Kevin and this is the Red Pilled American. I will be rebranding my channel. So that will be the last time for now that you'll hear me say the Red Pilled American, and it will be called just Red Pilling. Largely so I can kind of dissociate myself from others and kind of make mine more unique, with the possibility of making mine a little bit easier to find. If you have any other suggestions that could be better, please, I'm up for suggestions because I do want to grow my channel and grow my following. So hopefully this is a start, but that's what I'm going with for now. So it'll be called again Red Pilling. And largely because I'm also getting more red pilled the more I see the crap in our culture. And it's all the stuff I'm seeing is it's heartbreaking. Oh yeah, and it's June. It's Pride Month, or should I call it the mentally ill month? So, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to define what red pilled means. And red pilled is generally it was first used in the movie The Matrix, which is a popular movie. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it and at least heard of it. I think I've only seen it once, so I have to see it again maybe to get the context in that maybe, but that's where that term came from. But generally it's an online word that mostly people online know. It's generally used it's kind of more in the political realm of vocabulary, because it generally has to do with people who often are more they're likely to reject mainstream narratives and reject mainstream views and what mainstream media generally tells them. They generally are more, and well, you could say they're a little bit more conspiracical on things, but generally they're generally people, I believe, people who are common sense. I don't know if they're necessarily all conservative. I doubt they all are. There's people who are classically liberal who are red pilled. In other words, they're kind of secular, but they call out comments. They have enough common sense to call it when you see people acting unreasonable when you see it. So that's what I think red pilled really means. Not afraid to come out against things even when they're unpopular. So yeah, it reveals uncomfortable truths. Yeah, the left hates when you tell the truth. So yes. They're also like anti-woke politics, which, generally has to do with, and a lot of it has to do with victimhood. It's kind of seeing injustice everywhere and kind of making marginalized groups a complete victim, the oppressor, the oppressed people, and then you have the oppressors, what they call white people, and the white men generally is what they consider the oppressors, excuse me. So yeah, which is a Marxist ideology, deep root in Marxism. So yeah, that's what woke really means. It's not about being about injustice, but trying to make those people basically declare war on the patriarchy, which is white males, basically. And the marginalized groups that they marginalize is generally anyone who's not a white male. So literally people of color, women, and generally, I think people who might be autistic are considered marginalized because they can manipulate them. And well, sexual orientation is considered a marginalized group. So yeah, making those people feel victim all the time, like they can do no wrong, and declare war on the patriarchy. That's what generally woke is really all about. And no matter what you do, you're always going to be seen as the bad guy. You're the problem for everything. That's what woke is really about. So, but yes, that's why I'm getting red pilled, because I'm sick of the wokeness. I'm sick of the victimhood. I'm sick of this, toxic feminism culture that we're seeing, feminizing everything to women, to men, even weakening men's nature, basically trying to eliminate, especially this new wave of feminism, the last, trying to basically just erase all of gender, like it doesn't even exist. Trying to make, trying to basically make them all the same and remove any uniqueness, trying to make them all the same in the secular manner, like basically remove the whole concept of male and female, which I believe goes against my faith. I believe God loves both men and women equally. They're both made in the image of God equally. However, they're not the same in regards to gifts and abilities in some cases. God blessed some with better. Women are way better at the nurturers and teachers, I think, and just the household. While men are supposed to be the providers and the protectors. Yes, they both give great gifts. I believe women are better at sympathy. That's why I find it easier to go to women sometimes. But I also need the bluntness. You need the bluntness from males. You need that fatherhood. Everyone needs that. But the left's trying to erase all that because they hate the family. And this whole thing we're getting is just about anti-women and anti-men. So when you hear things, well, why aren't they talking about where's the outrage when males that want to be women go into girls' sports or use the girls' bathroom? Well, because it's not about protecting of women. It's about erasing women. It's about erasing gender, erasing anything. It's anti-women. It's anti-male too, because it's about it's making men weak. I'm happy to see that there are young people going back to church, and that currently young men are leading the charge right now at that. I'm happy to see that. Really happy to see that. A lot are going back to the Catholic Church where they, and that's great, because we need that. If this country is to survive the next 20 years, we're going to need that. And it's going to start with men leading. So, anyway, again, we're all unique, and my goal isn't to bash anybody. I bash anyone, because it's not going to unite us. So, but the ridiculousness I'm seeing in this culture is just heartbreaking, and it's sad. And one of my biggest things in this channel is to promote traditional values. Now, I don't want to be pharisaical at it. That's definitely what I don't want to be either, but I want to promote a traditional picture of how I think something should be. And why I believe it. And why it makes a huge benefit on a culture. So yes, so again, why am I more red pilled? I'll ask that again. Again, I'm sick of wokeness. I'm sick of this a feminized culture that basically weakens everybody and erases the qualities that both men and women have. Hates children, that promotes promotes ending your pregnancy whenever you want, because we're way past legal and rare, right? We're like whenever you want. I'm sick of trying to replace with replace the traditional family with abnormal families that are not what God intended for. I'm sick of this toxic, this inability to accept responsibility for your actions, this thinking you're entitled to not have to deal with it when you made choices that you chose to do and don't own up to it. I'm sick of this submission to government of everything they tell you to do. Trying to pretend you care about the environment. You're trying to make yourself like you're gods or something like that. This narcissistic attitude. I'm over it. And I'm getting more red-pilled by the day, the more I see the ridiculousness. So again, my goal of this channel is gonna be just trying to update you with things that generally you don't hear much about on the news by the media, and just talking about issues around the country and tell about across the country. So I'm gonna be calling out a lot of ridiculousness and common sense, because this channel is common sense and no BS. It's gonna be straight red-pilled, because someone has to stand up for this this crap that we're seeing, and someone has to do it. So I will. So but yeah, so that's gonna be the new channel, and about my channel. Still, it's not really new, it's just changing a little bit. I would encourage you that if you haven't seen some of my videos, I recommend checking some of my previous videos if you haven't seen some of them yet. But but going forward, I'm gonna be asking this question: are you getting red-pilled yet? Because I don't know what to tell you if you're not getting more red-pilled by the day, the more you see all the crap that you're seeing going on in this country, from politics to culture to social issues. So I'm going to ask again, are you getting red-pilled yet? Anyway, that's all I have for today. If you like this video, please like. If you comment about anything I said, if I'm right or wrong, please comment. I'm open for any discussion and stuff. So, and also hit the bell for notifications if you choose to subscribe. Red pilling out.